Hello and welcome back to our Chronological Bible in a Year reading plan. Today is day 222 and we are reading Jeremiah 10, 11, 12, and 13. Jeremiah chapter 10. Hear the word which Yahuwah speaks to you, O house of Israel. Thus said Yahuwah, do not learn the way of the Gentiles, and do not be frightened by the signs of the Shemaim, which is the heavens, for the Gentiles are frightened by them. For the prescribed customs of these peoples are worthless. For one cuts a tree from the forest, work for the hands of a craftsman with a cutting tool. They adorn it with silver and gold, they fasten it with nails and hammers so that it does not topple. They are like a rounded post, and they do not speak. They have to be carried because they do not walk. Do not be afraid of them, for they do no evil, nor is it in them to do any good. There is none like you, O Yahuwah. You are great, and great is your name in might. Who would not revere you, O sovereign of the nations? For this is your due, for among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their reigns, there is none like you. They are both brutish and foolish, and instruction of worthlessness is the tree. Silver is beaten into plates, it is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Uphaz, the work of the craftsman and of the hands of the smith, draped in blue and purple, all of them are the work of skilled ones. But Yahuwah is truly Elohim. He is the living Elohim and the everlasting sovereign. At his wrath the earth shakes, and nations are unable to stand his displeasure. Say to them this, the Elah that did not make the Shemaim and the earth shall perish from the earth and from under these Shemaim. He has made the earth by his power, he has established the world by his wisdom, and has stretched out the Shemaim by his understanding. When he makes his voice heard, there is a roaring of waters in the Shemaim, and he makes vapors rise from the ends of the earth. The lightnings for rain he has made, and brings wind from his treasuries. Excuse me. And a yawn. Wow, excuse me. Verse 14. Everyone is brutish in knowledge. Every smith is put to shame by his idol. For his molded image is falsehood, and there is no spirit in them. They are worthless, a work of mockery. In the time of their punishment they perish. The portion of Jacob is not like these, for he is the maker of all, and Yisrael is the tribe of his inheritance. Yahuwah of hosts is his name. Gather up your bundle from the ground, you who live under siege. For thus said Yahuwah, see, at this time I am hurling out the inhabitants of the land, and shall distress them so that they feel it. Woe to me for my breaking. My wound is grievous, but I say, this is my sickness, and I bear it. My tent has been ravaged, and all my cords have been broken. My children have gone from me, and they are no more. There is no one to pitch my tent any more, or to put up my curtains. For the shepherds have become brutish, and they have not sought Yahuwah. Therefore they did not understand, and all their flocks scattered. See, it has come, the voice of a report, and a great shaking out of the land of the north, to make the cities of Yehudah a waste, a habitation of jackals. O Yahuwah, I know the way of man is not in himself. It is not for man who walks to direct his own steps. O Yahuwah, chastise me, but with right ruling, not in your displeasure, lest you bring me to naught. Pour out your wrath on the Gentiles who do not know you, and on the tribes who do not call on your name. For they have eaten up Jacob, devoured him, and consumed him, and laid waste his home. Chapter 11. The word that came to Yirmiyahu from Yahuwah, saying, hear the words of this covenant, and speak to the men of Yehudah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And you shall say to them, thus said Yahuwah Elohim of Yisrael, cursed is the man who does not obey the words of this covenant, which I commanded your fathers in the day when I brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim, Egypt, from the iron furnace, saying, obey my voice, and you shall do according to all that I command you, and you shall be my people, and I be your Elohim, in order to establish the oath which I have sworn to your fathers, to give them a land flowing with milk and honey, as it is this day. And I answered and said, Amen, Yahuwah. And Amen means, so be it. And Yahuwah said to me, proclaim all these words in the cities of Yehudah and in the streets of Jerusalem, saying, hear the words of this covenant and do them. For I earnestly warned your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Mitzrayim until this day, rising early and warning, saying, obey my voice. But they did not obey or incline their ear, but everyone walked in the stubbornness of his evil heart. Excuse me. So I brought on them all the words of this covenant, which I commanded them to do, and they did not do. And Yahuwah said to me, there is a conspiracy among the men of Yehuda and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem. They have turned back to the wickednesses of their forefathers who refused to hear my words, and they have gone after other mighty ones to serve them. The house of Israel and the house of Yehuda have broken my covenant I made with their fathers. Therefore thus said Yahuwah, see, I am bringing evil on them which they are unable to escape. Then they shall cry out to me, but I shall not listen to them. And the cities of Yehuda and the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall go and cry out to the mighty ones to whom they burn incense, but they shall bring no deliverance to them at all in the time of their evil. For your mighty ones have become as many as your cities, O Yehuda, and you have put up as many altars to shame as there are streets in Jerusalem, altars to burn incense to Baal. And you do not pray for this people, or lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I do not hear them in the time that they cry out to me because of their evil. Why should my beloved be in my house? She has done wickedness with many. And does the Kadesh, which means holy or set apart, and does the Kadesh flesh remove your evil from you? Then you rejoice? Yahuwah has named you green olive tree, lovely of pleasant fruit. With the noise of a great sound he has lit it on fire, and its branches shall be broken. And Yahuwah of hosts, who planted you, has spoken evil against you for the evil of the house of Israel and of the house of Yehuda, which they have done against themselves to provoke me, by burning incense to Baal. And Yahuwah made it known to me, and I know it. Then you showed me their deeds. But I was like a gentle lamb brought to the slaughter, and I did not know that they had plotted against me, saying, let us destroy the tree with its fruit, and let us cut him off from the land of the living, and let his name be remembered no more. But O Yahuwah of hosts, who judges righteously, who tries kidneys and heart, let me see your vengeance upon them, for unto you I have revealed my cause. Therefore thus said Yahuwah concerning the men of Anathoth, who are seeking your life, saying, do not nabba, meaning prophesy, in the name of Yahuwah, lest you die by our hand. Excuse me. Therefore thus said Yahuwah of hosts, see, I am punishing them. The young men shall die by the sword, their sons and their daughters. Their sons and their daughters shall die by scarcity of food. And there shall be no remnant of them, for I bring evil on the men of Anathoth, the year of their punishment. Chapter 12. Righteous are you, O Yahuwah, when I plead with you. Indeed, let me speak with you about right rulings. Why has the way of the wicked prospered? All the workers of treachery are at ease. You have planted them, and they have taken root. They grow, and they bear fruit. You are near in their mouth, but far from their kidneys. But you have known me, O Yahuwah. You see me, and you have tried my heart toward you. Draw them away like sheep for slaughter, and kadosh them for the day of slaughter. Again, kadosh, set apart. How long shall the land mourn, and the plants of every field wither? The beasts and birds are consumed for the evil of those who dwell there, because they said, he does not see our latter ending. If you have run with the footmen, and they have wearied you, then how do you contend with horses? And if in the land of peace you feel safe, then how do you manage in the pride of the Yarden, which is the Jordan River? For even your brothers, the house of your father, even they have betrayed you, even they have cried aloud after you. Do not believe them, even though they speak smooth words to you. I have forsaken my house, I have left my inheritance, I have given the beloved of my being into the hand of her enemies. My inheritance has become to me like a lion in the forest. It cries out against me, therefore I have hated it. My inheritance is to me like a speckled bird of prey. The birds of prey all around are against her. Go, gather all the beasts of the field, bring them to devour. Many shepherds have destroyed my vineyard. They have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion become a deserted wilderness. They have laid it waste, a waste. It mourns to me. All the land is laid waste, because no one takes it to heart. The ravagers have come on all the bare heights in the wilderness, for the sword of Yahuwah is devouring from one end of the land to the other end of the land. There is no peace to any flesh. They have sown wheat, but reaped thorns. They have exhausted themselves, they do not profit. And they shall be ashamed of your harvest because of the burning displeasure of Yahuwah. Thus said Yahuwah, as for all my evil neighbors who touch the inheritance which I have caused my people Israel to inherit, see, I am plucking them out of their land, and I shall pluck out the house of Yehuda from their midst. And it shall be, after my plucking them out, I shall return and have compassion on them and bring them back, everyone to his inheritance, and everyone to his land. And it shall be, if they learn well the ways of my people, to swear by my name, as Yahuwah lives, as I taught my people to swear by Baal, then they shall be established in the midst of my people. But if they do not obey, I shall pluck up and destroy that nation, declares Yahuwah. Chapter 13. Thus Yahuwah said to me, Go and get yourself a linen girdle and put it on your loins, but do not put it in water. So I bought a girdle according to the word of Yahuwah and put it on my loins. And the word of Yahuwah came to me the second time, saying, Take the girdle that you have bought, which is on your loins, and arise, go to Parath, and hide it there in a hole in the rock. And I went and hid it by Parath, as Yahuwah commanded me. And it came to be after many days that Yahuwah said to me, Arise, go to Parath, and take from there the girdle which I commanded you to hide there. So I went to Parath and dug, and I took the girdle from the place where I had hidden it. And there was the girdle ruined. It was completely useless. And the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, Thus said Yahuwah, Thus I ruin the pride of Yehudah, and the great pride of Jerusalem. This evil people who refuse to hear my words, who walk in the stubbornness of their heart, and walk after other mighty ones to serve them and to bow themselves to them, is like this girdle which is completely useless. For as the girdle clings to the loins of a man, so I have caused all the house of Israel and all the house of Yehudah to cling to me, declares Yahuwah, to become mine, for a people and for a name and for a praise and for an adorning. But they did not listen. And you shall speak to them this word. Thus said Yahuwah Elohim of Yisrael, Every pitcher is to be filled with wine. And when they say to you, Do we not know that every pitcher should be filled with wine? Then say to them, Thus said Yahuwah, See, I am filling all the inhabitants of this land, and the sovereigns who sit on the throne of David, and the Kohanim, which are the priests, and the Nebaim, which are the prophets, and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem with drunkenness. And I shall dash them one against another, both the fathers and the sons together, declares Yahuwah. I do not spare, nor pardon, nor have compassion, that I should not destroy them. Listen and give ear, do not be proud, for Yahuwah has spoken. Give esteem to Yahuwah your Elohim before he brings darkness, and before your feet stumble on the dark mountains. And while you are looking for light, he turns it into the shadow of death, makes it dense darkness. And if you do not listen, my being shall weep in secret for your pride, and my eyes bitterly weep and run down with tears, because the flock of Yahuwah shall be taken captive. Say to the sovereign and to the sovereigness mother, Humble yourselves, sit down, for your rule, the crown of your comeliness has come down. The cities of the south shall be shut up, with no one to open them. Yehudah shall be taken into exile, all of it. She shall be taken into exile completely. Lift up your eyes and see those who come from the north. Where is the flock that was given to you, your lovely sheep? What would you say when he visits you? For you have taught them to be chiefs, to be head over you. Do not pangs seize you like a woman in labor? And when you say in your heart, Why has this come upon me? It is because of your great wickedness that your skirts have been uncovered, your heels made bare. Does a Cushite change his skin and a leopard its spots? You who are taught to do evil are also unable to do good. So I shall scatter them like stubble that passes away by the wind of the wilderness. This is your lot, your measured portion from me, declares Yahuwah, because you have forgotten me and trust in falsehood. I shall even draw your skirts over your face, and your shame shall be seen. Your adulteries and your neighings, the wickedness of your whoring. I have seen your abominations on the hills and the fields. Woe to you, O Jerusalem! How long before you would be made clean? Heavy reading today. And that concludes our reading. As always, I hope you are reading along, and most importantly, I encourage you to read for yourself. But thank you for joining, and peace and blessings and love to you. See you in the next one.